Well, it's an absolutely massive night coming up for Scotland and Greece on Saturday night, this World Cup qualifier where we know exactly what we have to do to make Tuesday night at Hampden against Denmark as meaningful as we want it to be. Because to go into that game against Denmark knowing that a win will take us to the World Cup finals, we have to get the minimum of a draw against Greece in Greece on Saturday night. Now, that's not going to be any easy task at all, as you can possibly imagine. The betting, which we take an interest in here, shows that Greece, the home side, are 11-10 favourites at the moment, and there's actually been quite a lot of money for Greece going into this match. They were very, very disappointed to lose to Scotland at Hampden last time, you'll remember. But they're 11-10 favourites. Can Scotland get the draw that they require? Well, the price, if you're interested, is 2-1, and in some places better. So 2-1 the draw. That's the result we really want, unless we get a win, of course. But 2-1 the draw and better, you can get 21-10, 11-5 with some firms. Some are even going 9-4 and 23-10. But if you have it in your head, it's 2-1, 21-10. That's the kind of price that you'll be getting if you're shopping around your bookmakers looking for a draw. The result that Scotland really could do with in Greece on Saturday night. Now, they're 5-2 to win the game. That might be beyond them, but you never know. They won the game, of course, in the Nations League in Greece in March. Scott McTominay's goal that night, and he's going to be an interesting bet for some people in the anytime scorer market on Saturday in Greece. Scott McTominay generally available at 4-1 to score anytime for Scotland in Greece on Saturday night. Lawrence Shankland, well, we don't know if he's going to start or not, but he's 3-1. So obviously the bookies think if he's on the pitch, there's a fair chance he'll get a goal. So 3-1 Shankland to score anytime. Shea Adams, the more likely starter, 100-30 to score anytime. And of course, he has been scoring goals, not only for Scotland, but for Torino as well. So that might not be the worst bet either. But Scott McTominay, I think, will be very, very popular at 4-1. And the one I want to throw into the mix on Saturday night, because I do feel we're going to have to score a goal. I really do feel we are going to have to score a goal, because the Greeks, I don't think, are going to lie down here. I think they're very annoyed that they are not in with a chance of qualification. I think they'll want to annoy Scotland here to some extent, and I think they'll score at least once, and I think we might need a goal. So the one I'm going to throw in here at a good value price, I think, is going to be John McGinn. Just signed a new contract to Aston Villa, of course, and he's a 7-1 chance to score anytime. You get the whole 90 minutes for John McGinn to score on Saturday night. 7-1. I think that might be not a bad bet at all. Do I think they can get the point? Well, I really do hope so. I really do hope that Scotland can get the point required, or the win, of course, but the point required to make that game on Tuesday night a cup final. Because if we go into that game against the Danes knowing that if we win, we will be in the World Cup finals, it is just going to be such a tremendous atmosphere at the match, such a tremendous game to watch on TV, and we can all really look forward to that. So I'm more looking forward to that than most, I have to tell you, because some of you might know that I was the Scottish television football presenter way back in 1998 when Scotland were last at the World Cup finals. We covered 3 matches live. We did the game against Brazil, which was the opening match of the tournament. What a day that was. We eventually lost the game 2-1, of course. We then covered the Scotland-Norway game live. We eventually drew that match 1-1, and a very disappointing campaign. I vividly remember Scotland losing 3-0 to Morocco. So I don't want to be remembered as the last man to present the World Cup when Scotland were there. So let's hope somebody else gets a chance in 2026. For that to happen, of course, Scotland have to get a result against Greece on Saturday night. I think it's going to be very, very difficult. I've already said I think we have to score a goal. I've tipped John McGinn as a possible bet at 7-1 to score anytime, and I'm going to nail my colours to the mast. I think that Stevie Clarke can engineer a draw for Scotland in Greece on Saturday night. If you want to have a small bet on that, you'll get 2-1 or better. Come on, Scotland!